Hi, my name is Steph. If you'd like to come on in, have a seat for some symbolic support or a little inspiration today. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome home. I appreciate your time, attention, and awareness as your perspective and presence is powerful. Today we are going to be dropping ink, acrylic ink, in the MUSE of Obsidian. We'll add on some Tarot and Oracle, and where Mr. Ghost here is kicking, there he is. We have Ghost Tube Seer today, so visual, if anything visually pops up. Overall, please do receive a release freely. So when you're ready, let's dive in and go. Let's get ready to explore. So there's the Ghost Tube Seer. And yeah, anyhow, okay, you know the drill. Just as a reminder, we are here to create a portal to perceive in, less worrying about making a masterpiece. As well, feel well to comment below what you see, sense, or feel as your reflections do deepen the reading. And all the links are below to help a cowgirl. Okay, let's go. Obsidian. I hope everything is going well in your world. This is short and sweet. When you're ready, if you'd like to close the eyes. Cleansing the palette of perception. Releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support in the name and to honor of anyone here at any time. Thank you for being my muse, and may you meet a message with meaning. Here we go. If you would like to take a screenshot so you can scry in your own time, by all means feel well to do so. Personal use only. I always feel like there's more things I should say, but I forget. All right. Obsidian. Oh, you see that in there? Like this whole little... Oh, there's something going on down here as well. Oh, thank you. So as I was getting started, the song that came through was Hey Jude. And then, it may even be the same... Yeah, it is. Take or make a sad song and make it better. Remember. Something along that lines. Remember. Do you see this energy coming through right here? They look like, I'm going to call it a stick shaman. So they look like they're made of wood. It's like if a tree came to life and started coming out from this portal. I'm actually going to take the obsidian crystal ball. They're coming out of the portal. Their roots go very, very, very deep. These roots look like feathers. Or they move like feathers. Or they feel like feathers. Interesting. It's like if you could put, and we hybridize a lot here, so thank you. If you could put wood and feathers together. There's another being here. It's like the aura of this maybe obsidian stick figure. I want to call it like a stick shaman because that's the closest thing I as staff could associate it with. And it's really not hurting or hindering this energy. It's understood. It's understood and it's appreciated to even connect, but please insert anything you might resonate with it. They do have a bird with them. I think it is a blackbird. Okay, so there's... okay, the closest I could say to express what I'm seeing is... You know, like a pug dog or a hairless cat has like, you can see the skin. And that's how I'm seeing that. There are these masculine energies. This is feminine energy here. That's like the aura of this stick shaman or wood wizard. I'm not... Yeah, okay. There's also something here happening, but I'm not ready yet. These are bats. Yeah, their wings are folded. Originally, I thought they were armless. but that's not the case. They're folded wings and they're bats, but these bats are humans. They're protecting this portal that is... Do you know what it makes me feel like? When people, whatever you might resonate with Obsidian, so please follow that if it's for protection or cleansing or clearing, but in and of itself, it has a function beyond that. But it's almost as if, the way I could say I see this, can I do, will it come, okay, perfect. It's almost the way the wasteland, because I'm seeing a lot of skulls, you know, like if I was in a desert or something like that. It's not really meant to be scary or a wasteland. It is a dry space where things can... I don't know what it is. Give me a moment. What I'm seeing is salt and sea air and then dry desert air and the benefits of both. So, or in relation to some use or intention in working with Obsidian. Sometimes like a blue or teal or green and aquamarine has a better fit for someone or something, and whatever you might be intending to use it for, in the same air. Feels more emotional. This is, it's still, this feels almost like introspective emotion. And things can come here to breathe without becoming wetter. When they decide to become shiny and really seen, it's when they come out of this wasteland to the other side. They go through this. They go through this. The bat is really, really something important. The bat. Let's add on some cards. Oh yeah, we are still here. Thank you. There's other beings here. They are being sat on by these bats. We're going to go around the shaman's palm for Obsidian. Into the cave of ice, greening. You are a natural. So, okay, something's... It's as though when I'm in this drier landscape of Obsidian, and I want to know, this isn't necessarily... How do I express that? It's dry, but that doesn't mean it's drying. And I can grow here. Things can grow in this landscape. Things do grow. And there's, okay, so there's also that wood shaman kind of feel. Something's coming to life here, and this is what it like presents. Maybe this is very deeply subconscious. I'm seeing rhinoceroses. They've got the horn here as well, like right on the tip of the nose. Feels also very psychopomp style. Like not all will venture, or they'll stay on the surface of Obsidian to receive the surface abilities of it, of Obsidian's ability. I just heard that song, walking on broken glass. Oh, I can actually like very much so relax here. In the Cave of Winds, See how it almost has that kind of dry landscape leaning back? I can breathe differently here. Even though it feels desolate visually, it is stunning. Stunning from a space of or a substance I'm not sure of. Almost like I could say I'm in like dark matter and I don't know what that really means. But I feel like that's what it's reflective of as an earthly expression of dark matter. Cave of Hearth Fires. I can actually purify here. There are entryways in the air. I don't bump into them, but I can sense them if they wish to make themselves known. Kind of like caves, but... Oh, okay. Cave of feelings. Cave of rivers. Ghosts. Commune with your guides. This might be what we would see. Thank you. That's what it is. That's these doors. It's the same guide, like the psychopomp guide or the shadow guide that helps us work through dark matter, dense matter, not only just to cleanse it as one might, or use as protection, but this energy, this presence feels protective. But every time I think I'm like reaching these doors that is in the air, it's actually this guide. They are very, 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 very large. I'm not talking like, oh, we're 7 feet, 9 feet, like 20. It's a little overwhelming. And I think this is why it's coming through in like this, like seeing sand bellow up or dirt. And then it presents itself as wood. So it's like the size of a tree at a different stage. But even though the tree is like, I don't know, 70 feet tall, but it can present itself through the materialization of the sand coming together to communicate with me. And if, you know, like in certain shows or movies, I might have to sneeze, so I might have to pause because I don't edit. So, in certain shows and whatnot, people would jump into paintings and then have experiences in the paintings. It's kind of the same feeling. I'm sure I'm not saying it correctly, but if you're here for it, but it is, there's always this waiting presence that is not waiting for me to see it. There's nothing I need to do. I keep being assured, you do not need to search for me. While some of you, or myself, as I'm going to stay in first person, I feel like I am, as a side quest, searching. I will admit, I feel like I have a side quest of searching. But really, when I'm here, I feel like I can breathe and be different. There's a very specific scene in, and you know I love me some Beetlejuice, in Beetlejuice cartoons, where Lydia can go into the netherworld. But she's dressed different, right? So she goes from her, whatever she says, and then she goes into the netherworld, and she can dress different. She has different friends. It's a different vibe. That's what this is kind of feeling like in wandering into Obsidian. And how even like in the show, the movie, the cartoon, draw a door in case of emergency, draw a door. This is a circle. Obsidian works very much so in spheres. And even amongst like a tattered or torn piece or a raw piece of obsidian, like we have, I'm seeing it and it's so sharp. It's on our coffee table or our kitchen table and it's big and sharp. But even though it is, there's still a circular spherical seed somewhere within it. It's almost like I can use that as a button. Not an easy button, a button. When I feel I need to commune with this. Cave of Earth. Pure, honor your temple. And this is that deep introspective feeling into Obsidian. And yes, it is purifying. On the bottom is FOMO, clear vibes. It's like you don't want to get stuck in your head about the confusions. And if there's confusions, I want to press and I want to go in. But there's that water, and this is when it becomes, it's like going through this, and with this going under the water, that's when it becomes wet. It's almost like being born. But I'm visiting Obsidian. Like I'm in the orbit of it somehow. I'm in the orbit. Okay, let's add on a talisman, and then I will flip it and see you another day. Another time. I hope this did serve, educate, entertain, all that kind of good. Okay. All right. Easy, Obsidian. Easy. Okay. We have here happiness is yelling bingo. Leadership and finding love. Even with these two energies depicted here that I'm seeing as bats, but it's similar to the expression of these seahorses, whatever seahorses might mean to you. I can't even do any sort of justice. It does make me happy. It makes me happy to be here. I think sometimes when I'm walking through this desert landscape of sorts, and like the big presence can come also in the shape of a tiger prowling in my background that I might see in this landscape, but really it's this one guide, one very, very specific. It's all very large here. And I'm doing it no justice, but hopefully I don't need to say anything. And you will absolutely, find for yourself that space of bigness. And even in the space of like the womb, the void of creation, and how big that space is. How big it really is to create, to be creation, to be creation in form, expressed, and when you walk through Obsidian or work with Obsidian, with the happiness card, I promise I'm going to let you go, sorry, taking up too much of your time. The sunflower comes out and seeds. And like birds come pecking at your seeds because you're giving life. It's different here. I know we could see it as maybe like being pecked at, open at the chest, and like this torturous thing, but that's not how I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it as the sunflower. And all these birds come and receive, to take pieces to send out. I'm going to let you go. I will see you tomorrow. We'll flip it. We'll do it again. So much love. Beautiful. Yeah, Luna. Oh my goodness, I love it. Got the deck.